these are $50,000. Because there is nothing like Louis XIII. It is the king of cognac, and it's the cognac of kings. And you are all kings and queens today for the weekend. After Sunday, maybe not. This is something that is truly only showcased at very special occasions and to very discerning groups of people. Who still needs a glass?
Thank you.
So don't drink it yet.
Thank you.
And then any more empty hands? Yes. Any more, please let me know. There's history of crystal making. I mean, our decanters, they're all handmade. It's either Baccarat or Saint Louis. It takes a lot of crystal makers to make them, and 4 out of 5 of the bottles that are finished actually get scrapped because they're not to our specifications. And when you're talking about Saint Louis or Baccarat, you know, I mean, these are multi-million-dollar pieces, absolutely gorgeous pieces. The normal scrap rate at the Saint Louis plant, they said was about 10 to 15% of their items get discarded, and we're about 80 to 85% because of the level of specification. And we have one dedicated person there with one table that just looks after our bottles as they come through, one by one, with the gloves on and taking their time. And even when it goes to the bottling plant, someone's sitting down. When it gets filled, everything's inspected because they're all individually numbered. It all has it's liquid gold, so it's like 20 karat and change liquid gold collar around each decanter. When you make something like this, it's very easy to just distill it, age it, bottle it, good to go, no problem. We do something very risky, but again, we have like a 120-year head start doing it, so we're pretty good at it. It's called distillation on the lees. So we leave all the stuff, all the bits, the sediment, the grape inside the still, and that's risky because if you burn it, the whole batch is ruined, right? But the result is this. It will just linger, it stays. These waves of time just keeps changing and evolving. Some of you, it could have been spicy. Some of you, it could have been sweet or floral. And it's all true because you're talking about generations of aging, and you're talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of eau de vie, the distillate from those wine growers that I mentioned before, like your distillate 1 year, your distillate 1 year. Over time, it's going to be like a symphony, and everyone's going to have a different experience and a different emotion. We do this again tomorrow. It's a great weekend, but you'll think it's a different experience, and yet the cellar master's job is to make sure it's the same thing year after year after year. So he's bottling the 1900s, he's blending the 2000s, and he's selecting the eau de vie that will be ready in the 2100s. And his job is to make sure that what they had at the World's Fair in Paris in 1900, the maiden voyage of the Normandy and the Concorde, and I always like to give the reference to Sir Winston Churchill and Charles de Gaulle. This is what they asked for by name to celebrate the liberation of France. What they all experienced in that moment, this is what you're going to experience. And whoever has my job 100 years from now, with all of our descendants, this is what they're going to experience. And that's the point of Louis XIII. There is nothing like Louis XIII. It is the king of cognac, and it is the cognac of kings. The way to cheers with these, by the way, this is the magical moment because it's going to sound incredible in here. You hold them low, and don't do it yet because it's very easy to hear if someone cheats ahead of time. But we're not going to go up here, we're going to go here. And again, imagine the larger ones. Actually, I get to show you. This is now my 4th appointment, and I didn't even realize we had these over here, but these are the ones that we actually gift our clients. They're quite large. Yeah, that's a different level. When you toast, do that, but also different times of the year in cognac, sunflowers grow wild, and I mentioned the sunflower before with the tableware here. If you look down into your glass, you have the sunflower that has been designed by Christophe.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Out of everything I say, that's what is always the most impressive part. But also the way that it's cut in that sunflower, if you look at the light, see how it just completely captures the light, and the entire glass is absolutely glows. So finally, let's do a proper toast together. We're going to cheers not to the last 100 years, but also to the future and then the next 100 years, and a wonderful race night. Everyone get home safely, and I know I'm going to see you.
Yes. Yeah.
Louis is staying in the building, so maybe he has the Louis magic running in his system. But we're going to cheers to that, and I'm going to make my way over here. I'll get everyone's attention again with that. And so here's to the next 100 years. Santé.
It's like Christmas up here.
Let's keep going. It's so satisfying.
Oh, he's coming for us. Cheers. Cheers. Oh, you do it way harder than us.
Sorry.
Much, right?
We're still afraid of breaking them. I know.
775 bottles to the world. These are $50,000, and these come with a bespoke luxury travel experience. Because these aren't something you usually see in the wild. Usually there's only maybe 1 or 2 available at a time. As I mentioned before, you make that phone call if that person is ready to take it. If not, you move on to the next person. So these kind of pop up like unicorns once in a while. But out of everything that I tried to fit into such a small moment and a small experience, and that 151 history, if that was already impressive enough, this is a totally different level. Only 3 times in that 151-year history has one barrel just decided to do its own thing. Like unplanned, unexplained, it just lived its own journey, aged at a higher ABV. This is the 3rd time, the 3rd of its kind. So that does mean the first 2 rare casks are gone. Like you can't find them unless you find a collector that's willing to part ways with one. And you can't ever reproduce that. Like once they're gone forever. But other than that, let's enjoy the rest of the night. And if I don't see you tonight at the Cosmo or at the race or at the after party, I'm sure I'll see you somewhere. So, Santé. Thank you, Matt.
Go harder.
Do you want a glass to hold? Sure. I got you.
Right, cheers. Cheers. That's crazy.
I know.